the love of my life, the apple of my eye. I'm so glad at the day I said yes, I do. You've given me so much love, although it's just a journey. I'm a ride or die with you.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? How did your day go? How's the year going for you? How is it there in your world of your marriage? You see, it is so beautiful when every Saturday I see couples getting wedded, and this question keeps popping into my head. I hope they are ready for the hard work because right here we are here to let everyone know. I mean, both the single, the married, are you ready for the hard work? Are you putting in the hard work? Don't get it twisted. I keep saying love indeed is a beautiful thing. And yes, welcome once again to Inside a Marriage. Put your hands together for yourself if you're still in that marriage space and you're basking inside it, because trust me, it is a beautiful space. There is nothing actually as beautiful as having a companion, someone that you can hold on to, someone that you can reach out to. And should, in case you have not gotten married, I need to tell you this right now. There are do's and don'ts in marriages, and these do's and don'ts, you got to be ready to follow up on them. And it should, in case you are not ready to go in with these do's and don'ts, please don't even bother to get married. But then, marriage is a beautiful thing. Welcome once again to Inside Marriage. I am your regular host at GBK and Jory. And today we're going to be delving into a matter that, okay, a lot of time it raises concern. Is this how it ought to be? Is this how it ought not to be? But then remember, you can catch up with us on our previous episodes. We are there on the YouTube, Western Spring Television NG. We are right there in your faces. Western Spring WS_TV. We are there on the Instagram. We are there on TikTok. Yes, in that space, you can catch up with us on our previous episodes. Right here, of course, I'm definitely never in the studio alone. I've got my analyst well seated, ready to delve into the matter for today. Let me take a deep breath. Let's go on a short break. And when I come back, I'm going to be introducing my guests. Don't go anywhere. And you two, get seated. We're ready.
You are the love of my life, the apple of my eye. I'm so glad at the day I said yes, I do. You've given me so much love, although it's just a journey. I'm a ride or die with you.
So much happened in the marriage space, and a lot of times I'm just here to let you in the know, so that to let you understand that there is nothing that is new under the sun. A lot is going to happen in that marriage space, and as a couple, that's right, as a spouse, you got to be ready for it. And today, I've got my analyst well seated in the studio this evening, and for some reason, I want to start with TDHR. That is the tall, dark, handsome, and rich Pastor K. Pastor K, good evening. How you doing?
Good evening to you. I'm fine.
You look simple and nice.
Thank you so much.
There is a touch of you here and a touch of you there. Madam Zobia, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Look into these faces, okay? Madam Zobia is repping Pastor K, and there is a Pastor K on my outfit too. Is this like planned or anything? No, we didn't. You look very amazing. Anyway.
I can't even remember the last time I saw Pastor K.
Yeah, but
No, I saw him last for my birthday.
no, you're seeing him right now. It's right.
But I saw him last on my birthday. So for me to plan outfit with him,
He's seated right beside you now. So
and I'm on Pastor K's chest.
Maybe I was in a dream last night.
No.
Were you?
My
I'm really saying this on the camera right now. Was it in your dream last night? Madam Zobia, have you been?
oh God has been faithful.
Yes, right. And how has the year been for you so far?
Wow, so far so good. So far
So good.
Yeah.
That
We
is
thank
long
God
cap.
because God is still at work.
I love the sound of that. How about you, Pastor K? I mean, the year is almost getting into the second half. How's it been for you so
It's
far?
getting better.
It's getting better, and I hope it's getting better for you, our viewers out there. The goal is to keep pushing. Remember, when there is life, definitely you got hope. And me myself, I'm high. I'm doing very, very okay, and it feels so good to be here. Today, we're going to be delving into a particular topic that I want you to sit back, relax and go on this ride with us. So, in case you're not seated yet, the husband call your wife call your husband, and get seated because it's about to go down right now. Today, let us have our topic right there on the screen. We're going to be discussing emotional labor in marriage. Who carries the invisible load? Madam Sule just said, yes, right. Emotional labor in marriage. Who carries the invisible load? You see, a lot of times we hear the men come out and say, it is the man. I'm always the one. We're doing this. We pay the fees. We go out on a daily. We come back home. We don't know what's happening in the house. So they feel they carry the invisible load, while the women are, they're just in one corner saying they do things that even the men are not noticing, because they look after the children, they look after the home, and they feel like they carry the invisible load. And that is why we're having this discussion today. Do you understand? It's actually your business right now. Alrighty, let me now start by asking Madam Zobia. I want to start with you. Are we ready for tonight?
Yes.
You're beaming with smile. Now let me just go directly. Is emotional labor a responsibility or a choice in marriage? Emotional labor.
Is it a responsibility or
Yes,
a choice?
or a choice.
I think it's a responsibility. Because if you decide not to do it, I don't think anybody will force it. It will only cause one chaos or the other.
Okay.
But I'm talking from the female perspective now.
Okay.
But as a woman who would want to keep her marriage intact and her home together, will bear the emotional labor silently to achieve the unity and the togetherness of her family.
So you're saying it is a choice for a woman to be emotionally laboring in her marriage. It is not her responsibility.
It's, you want to keep that marriage. So whatever that comes in that marriage, there's something I used to tell people. I said, God said women are the weaker sex. But come to the word.
Say that again.
In the Bible, He said that women are the weaker sex.
Okay.
But in the actual sense of it, men are the weaker sex.
Because most
things, Pastor K, he's going to quote from Genesis to Revelation.
Okay, let's fire down.
So when you get to the house, the woman bears everything. She bears the emotional labor. She bears it because she wants to keep her home. That's what I said. It is not. Some people don't see it as responsibility. Some people see it as you want to put yourself there. So, but a woman that wants to keep her home would want to carry it along in a way that she will not feel so down about it.
Okay.
Am I making sense?
Yes, you definitely are. And I'm going to direct the same, because you are coming from a woman's angle right now. So I'm going to throw the same question at you, Pastor K. Emotional labor in a marriage, is it a responsibility or a choice?
I believe emotional labor in any marriage should be a responsibility, not just a responsibility itself, a great responsibility. Because most times we downplay the place of emotion in marriages, and we focus more on the money and all those things that we can actually see and touch.
Okay.
But because you feel these ones are not tangible for you to touch them,
visible either.
Visible, yes, you downplay them. And whereas they are the real things holding up that marriage. So I believe it should be a great responsibility, not just a responsibility.
Wow. Pastor K just said something that made a lot of, pinch to me, saying that a lot of times couples overlook it because it is not the things that they can see. Men want to see their women taking care of the house, like, automatically she's doing very well. The man is providing school fees, automatically is doing very well. But the part where you cannot see, that is where the problem is. Now, that is going to bring me to the second question. I'm going to throw it directly at you, Pastor K. Now, why do partners not notice emotional labor? At what why is it that they don't notice it until it becomes a problem?
Now, it's not just about, now I want to take you outside marriage now.
Copy that.
Yeah. I deal in cars. You want to buy a car, some people come to me, help us get this kind of car. Now, because I'm sitting right here and you just came to me and you're like, okay, I want to get this kind of car. And I'm not making a move. I'm just picking up my phone from here and calling 1 or 2 or 3 people. And because I'm not doing anything physically, as it were, and in the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes, like 4 cars are in front of us, and I'm telling you I'm going to collect 100K or 200K, for my service, and you're saying, what did you do? It's not just a call.
Okay.
No, you are downplaying that call I made.
Okay.
That call I made was effective. That's why those cars came.
Okay.
And that call was effective because I have put in 20 years of work into what you just got in 30 minutes. So normal human beings downplay what they don't see you physically doing and you are sweating out of. You understand? So now let's bring it back to marriage now. Because you feel that woman is not doing anything physical, you feel that emotional part is nothing. In fact, if we look at it very well, that emotional labor you're talking about, if they should like put monetary value on it, if we should quantify it with money, you will pay.
You might not be able to even
you will not be
afford
able
it.
to pay it. Do you understand?
That's right.
So human beings naturally look at it because they don't see anything attached to it as it were physically that you have to sweat, run from here to there. We downplay it. And it's not just in marriage, it's in all sphere of life.
In all sphere of life. Yeah. So, Madam Zobi, I'm going to throw it back at you as at the same time. Why do many partners not notice emotional labor until it becomes a problem in that home?
And I don't think the person bearing the emotional labor should let it result into a problem.
Okay.
Because this is your home that you want to keep. You decided to be responsible to carry this burden. You will carry it with joy.
Okay.
You carry it, it's a responsibility. You do it joyfully. And there are better ways to communicate it to your partner. That this thing is this way, that way, this way. You are lagging here. You're supposed to be doing this. Instead of allowing it to get to the extent of being a problem. Because when it becomes a problem now, the problem will be enormous.
And I think that problem is happening just because the partner is downplaying our role.
And maybe he never noticed and she never communicated him. Or maybe she never noticed and he never communicated her. And that's why I keep saying it. Communication is the root of every successful union. Either at work or mere friendship, not to talk of marriage. So you have to communicate. When it is too heavy, speak out.
Now
when you are not noticed,
okay,
speak out. Let the person know that this is what I am doing, so that the person will understand your place and your position.
Now, do women naturally take on emotional labor, or it's just socially conditioned that because you are the woman and you are supposed to take charge of your home, that is why every woman takes up that emotional labor and that's a responsibility for themselves?
I was taught that women are the owners of marriage.
That is socially conditioned.
It's not so. Is it socially conditioned?
Yeah. Okay.
Before the inception of this social, whatever.
Socially could start from. I mean, the upbringing your mother gave you. It could start from the community you grew up with.
What about if it is traditional?
Okay, traditional is another way to go about it.
Because I feel this emotional labor traditionally. Every woman came from a different home.
That's right.
And the upbringing you brought from home is how you're going to build your own home.
Okay.
Because there's a saying, Pastor K say Yoruba have that saying too. There's another saying that says, before you marry a woman, look at the mother. So because whatever training you got from home is what you're taking along with you. Remember, we were discussing something before we came here about upbringing.
That's right.
How you started your life.
That's right.
You carry it along. So if you came from a home where your mommy will be doing things and be smiling without complaining, you feel it's part of life. And they will tell you traditionally, a woman is supposed to hold her home firm. Traditionally, a woman is not supposed to bring a third party into her marriage. And the men, they feel that they are shock absorbers. Whatever happens, they will absorb it. They wouldn't want to care, they wouldn't want to show. So you, the woman, are you the one that want to cry out? Do you want everybody to come into your marriage and use your marriage as a case study? No. So I'm not talking about social, I'm talking about tradition, upbringing, background, your first phase of life, where you are coming from, is what aids a woman into her own marriage.
Pastor K, who takes on more of the emotional labor in marriages? Remember why we are being emphatic on emotional labor is because we just made it a matter of fact that these are the responsibilities that spouses go through that the other partner does not notice, remember, because every other one is very noticeable, you understand me? So now, who takes, I mean, you counsel couples like every now and then. Now, from the things you see, the things you hear, which of them, is it the husbands or the wife that take on more of this emotional labor?
I think the women take on more.
Okay.
The women do.
Okay.
Now, let me give you an example.
Talk to me.
You know, most times when you go into homes, you see the children are well behaved. They're not making noise, they're not disturbing. And you feel, what's there in taking care of children? I can do it
As a man?
as a man.
Okay.
Yes. Now, what is it self? You can go, you can do whatever you want to do. I'll take care of my children. By the time you do it for 1 week, 2 weeks, you will understand what that woman is putting into it. Because for your
Is
wife,
this a statement of fact?
no, it's a statement of fact.
All right.
Now, I'm giving you what I've tested
Okay.
and proven.
Fair enough.
Yes. Because when you, there was a day, okay, we're having one issue at home at some point. I think I was in the room with my wife and I heard a noise from the children.
Okay.
I was disturbed. I almost ran mad because I was running to where they were.
Yes, right.
And she was like, calm down. Maybe one is trying to cheat the other. How did you know? Do you understand?
Okay.
And when I got there, that was what happened. So they understand different noises coming from different quarters.
Okay.
They know what is going on.
Okay.
There was a day I was looking for something, and I think my first child said, we should ask the last born. That's my baby.
Okay.
And that guy cannot talk. And I was like, where did you keep this thing? I was almost crying. And the mom said, okay, don't worry. Let's reason like a child. We will know where he kept it. And she found it out for me. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, that cannot be quantified with payments. You understand?
That's right.
So when you look at those women and you feel they are not doing anything, when you enter into their shoes, you will know that they are doing much more than you can give out. There was a video I saw once on the internet. There was this guy that was kept at home with his children. I think for him to keep those children at peace or in peace, the whole house was scattered. There was powder all over. They are scattered everywhere. If it were to be their mother, that would not happen.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So the women actually do more in this regard than the men.
When it comes to emotional labor.
Yes, they do.
So you're trying to make this like a statement of fact that there is no way a man is going to try to quantify it.
You can't.
The women are more invested.
They are more. We give that to them.
Give us our flower. Just have that. Thank you so much. Now, let me just show this. Can a marriage be truly equal? Yes, if emotional labor is one-sided. Yes, can a marriage be equal? Like, can it be all balanced? Can it work if just one person is the one that is invested emotionally? Madam Zobia, this question is for you. Then I'll take it back to Pastor K.
Okay, let me rephrase the question the way I'm understanding it.
Okay.
What you mean is that if the emotional labor is one-sided,
yes,
can the marriage still be peaceful?
Exactly.
It can. It can, because before the troubles came, I was already married to this man. And I had my reasons for marrying him. And like Pastor K will always say, marry your type.
That's right.
And always be ready before you dabble into it. So going into marriage, my daddy used to make a statement. He would say, you are getting married, I didn't force you. You are the one that say you want to get married. As you're going and demolishing your room, no coming back. You're not from the north. You say no coming back. So whatever you see there, you sit on it. So you have made up your mind that as I'm leaving this house, I am not coming back. And this man you are getting married, why are you breathing that? And this one you are getting married to, you made up your mind that you're going to marry him. So whatever you see, you take it. Marriage is a parcel. You don't know what is inside it until you unwrap it.
Yeah, the Yorubas will say Oja Okokoni.
Fine.
Okay.
And we as human beings, especially the women, our faces are in millions. The face you see now is not the face you see. The face of a woman you saw when you are cutting her is not the face you see when you eventually get married. It's not the face you see eventually when she gives her to her first child. Like that. So definitely you walked into this marriage yourself. So if it is one-sided, and let's say the woman is the one bearing most of the emotional labor, a woman is multitasking, so she can pull it up. She can man it. She can chest it.
Okay, in case you're just tuning in, this is Western Spring Television, and of course, this is Inside Marriage. And of course, my name has not changed, Ajibike. And we've been having a conversation about emotional labor in marriages. And why this is a hot topic is because we're speaking about the fact that when it comes to emotions, these are the parts of responsibilities in a marriage that we cannot see. Nobody can see them, but you can definitely observe them. We're going to be going on this short break. We're going to be playing a video. And when I come back, I'm going to be asking Pastor K another side to my questions. Yes, it is emotional responsibilities in marriages. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
You are the love of my life, the apple of my eye. I'm so glad at the day I said yes, I do. You've given me so much love, although it's just a journey. I'm a ride or die with you.
If one partner feels like they're doing everything in the relationship, it's not about chores. It's about the invisible mental load nobody talks about. Here's what's really happening. The mental load is remembering, planning, organizing, and anticipating everything. Doctor appointments, birthdays, bills, groceries, schedules. It's being the household manager while also doing your share physically. Here's the difference. One partner does the dishes. The other remembers you're out of dish soap, adds it to the list, orders it, tracks delivery, and puts it away. This partner can never fully relax. Their brain is constantly running the household operations. Vacation planning, gift buying, social calendar management. It's exhausting being the default parent constantly.
Why does this happen?
Usually one person was socialized to notice and manage. The other was socialized to wait for instructions. It's not laziness, it's learned behavior patterns.
Yeah.
The person carrying the mental load feels invisible and unappreciated. They're exhausted but can't explain why because everyone sees them as just controlling or nagging constantly.
Yeah.
Saying just tell me what to do doesn't help. That's still putting the mental work on them. They don't want to delegate. They want you to notice and anticipate independently. The solution is taking ownership of specific areas completely.
Okay.
Not just tasks, the thinking, planning, and executing. Become an equal household CEO, not an assistant employee. If you're exhausted from the mental load, you're not controlling, you're carrying invisible weight. And if you're the other partner, start noticing what you don't see.
You are the love of my life, the apple of my eye. I'm so glad at the day I said yes, I do. You've given me so much love, although it's just a journey. I'm a ride or die with you.
Yes, welcome back to the show. Western Spring Television is the station. And of course, we are right here in the studio this evening. And it is time for Inside Marriage. And in case you're just joining us today, we've been having a discussion about the emotional labor in marriages. And we can state it as a statement of fact that when it comes to emotional labor in marriages, it is not something that you can see, but you should be able to feel it. And trust me, over time, we have seen marriages tear apart just because a particular spouse is saying he does not notice that. He didn't notice that he's not emotionally invested in me. Okay, so when they tell you marriage is hard work, this is another part of the hard work. So it's not just about the things that you can see, it's about being able to observe and notice every slight thing that goes on around your spouse. And that is going to bring me to my other question. And I'm going to be starting with Pastor K. I mean, Pastor K, we understand emotional labor in marriage. A lot of times we don't speak about it. It is couples, they tend to deal with it on their own. Now, at what point should a spouse speaks out when he or she notices that my spouse is not emotionally invested in my marriage?
I believe from the word go. Because what you accept now, you want to reject later might be a problem.
Okay.
So from that point where you noticed it, speak up.
But why should that be? Because I mean, when we get married, you're supposed to. Madam Zambia said something like, "The face you know before you married, you do this and all." Don't you think we should change over time? My partner, this is not working. 5 years later, my spouse is complaining now. Why can't such a spouse just change?
There are things that are referred to as weightier matters in life.
Okay.
So this emotional thing we're talking about now is one of those things. Because when that part collapses, it will affect that marriage. Now, when you see people with traumas, this is where it comes from. So when you notice that this person is not emotionally invested into what you are doing, please speak up at that point. Because what you don't speak up about now, that person will accept it that you don't have a problem with it. Some people are in this problem today because they never spoke about those things 10 years ago. So what you accept now, you want to reject later, will lead to maybe the breakdown of that marriage.
Okay.
So from that moment, start speaking about it. Let that person know that I'm not seen, I'm not appreciated. Let the person know. Let them call it whatever they want to call it. It's better Like Pastor Bimbo Dukaya of blessed
Okay.
memory would say, a broken relationship
It's better than
Than
is
a
better
broken
than a
marriage.
broken marriage. And a marriage that you enter into, maybe the first year or the first month, it's better you start talking now before you bring in 2, 3, 4, 5 children and you are stuck for life. There are some couples today that they are stuck in that marriage for life because of their children. If they had spoken earlier, maybe before the children ever came, they would have done one adjustment or the other to that marriage. So from the point you notice it, I'm saying start speaking. Don't wait.
Okay, Madam Zobia, do you want to buttress on that or do you want to top up to that?
No, I'm in line with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
the moment a couple
that was
notices-
why I said communicate.
Yes, but you know, like practically when we dabble into marriages, we hear you should be patient. Like a lot of things that you see, the woman especially, the one who bears more of the emotional labor right now, she's supposed to huddle up a whole
Do you know?
lot.
Do you know that I don't like that English of we dabble into marriage.
Okay.
We walk into marriage.
Okay.
Because the first step of marriage is friendship. From friendship, you're as a woman now. My husband, we started as a friend. He should be my best friend, my companion, my gist partner, blah blah blah. You know that his do's and don'ts. We agreed to get married, and so my getting married to you is not slavery. You understand?
Okay.
It's a business. We are just like the video.
Is it a business?
It's a business. We decided to it's a business. We started to how will I put it now? To start together.
Can we not
like
say
the woman,
business,
no, the
though?
woman said the video we just watched.
Yes, right.
She said we should be co-CEOs.
Yes. Okay.
So
As
that's to tell you
partners.
that it's a business. We are co-CEOs. We are partners.
Okay.
We are one. The Bible said we are one. We are one. So one person should not be overlabored.
Okay.
And the person that is being overlabored should not keep quiet. Speak up. Say it at the right time. Okay, if I'm the type that I keep washing my husband's clothes, I wash his clothes, I starch and I iron after 10, 15 years, and I said, I'm not one washing. I'm bringing problem. In the first place, he never forced me to wash. I was the one that started washing it. So why am I stopping? You understand?
Okay.
So in the very beginning, guy, come, let's wash clothes. Couples do that.
Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to pause you there because I had to pick one from there. And I'm gonna direct it to Pastor K. You said, imagine in a marriage whereby maybe like in the last 15 years, this woman has been washing clothes, and up to some point she just felt like, no, I can't do this. I'm tired. Obi, I can't do this anymore. Should that be a problem in a marriage? Like what I used to do before, I choose to
Some
stop it
men.
at some point.
That should be a problem.
It should.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm talking from experience now. I have a couple or ex-couple, whatever I want to call them. Yeah, they had a problem at some point, and someone made this statement
Okay.
that I'm going to blame you for what happened in this marriage. Talking to the guy. Why? Because what you accepted before is what you are trying to reject now. It won't work. It won't work.
Okay.
Now, when she was talking, she made mention of some things in marriage. And see, that's why you should separate things from other things. There are things that are concrete. They are weightier matters. There are things that if you don't address them on time, they will lead to an accident. It will escalate. So you need to separate them. Things like, okay, washing of clothes and all those things, you can't put it on the same level with someone that sleeps around. They are not the same.
Okay.
Yeah. There are men. I was talking to a lady, like, was it 2 weeks ago?
Okay.
And she said something about that her husband does not eat cold food. She makes it hot. Serve it as it's hot.
Okay.
It's hot.
As
Now,
you're hot.
yes, as it is hot. Now, compare that kind of a man. Now, you have been doing it as a lady.
And all of a sudden,
And all of a sudden, 5 years, 6 years into the marriage, you are saying you're not doing it.
No, you have to do that.
You have to do
Especially
it.
hot food.
Do you understand?
Yes, right.
But a lady from the word go, she's already making you understand that, babe, this thing is going to kill me. I can't handle this. I can't do this. The man already knows. Now, if he's going into that marriage, he already has
That mindset?
Yes, that this babe is not going to do this for me. Do you understand?
Every time.
Yes. So when you now say you're not going to do it again, he will understand because you've given him a hint ahead of time.
Okay.
Do you understand?
That's
so
right.
let's separate these things. Now, a guy that you're into a relationship with, he has cheated on you with your friend or with your cousin, or or even your sister,
Hmm.
and you accepted it.
Hmm.
5 years, 7 years into the marriage, he's now cheating again and you're complaining. Why are you complaining? You saw it ahead of time. Do you
Okay,
understand?
okay.
So there are things that you don't take.
Hmm.
From the word go, say no.
No.
Hmm.
It's better, it's better for that thing to break early. Because there are so many people that will come into this boat with you that you will cause problem for because of your own selfishness.
Hmm.
Now you're bringing children into the boat.
That's right.
Children that never begged you to come into this world.
Mm-hmm.
Because of your own lackadaisical attitude, you are costing them their childhood. And you are costing them their future, probably. So from the word go, make mention of these things. I'm not going to take this thing. I'm not going to take that thing. There are still some things that you can cope with. But those ones that you know that will affect other people in the future, cut them off early.
Wow. Hope you are enjoying this conversation. We'll be speaking about emotional labor in marriages. These are those sacrifices spouses make in their marriages that we do not see. And of course, whether we like it or not, the moment is particular spouse is not paying attention, it causes a problem in the marriages. And this is going to bring me to another question right now. Now, how can couples practically divide in these invisible responsibilities? How do they work around it? Madam Zobi, I'm going to kickstart this question with you.
I want to start from
Where you stopped?
what Pastor K said.
Okay.
To divide or to share in the emotional labor has to be done from the very beginning, like Pastor K said.
Hmm.
The lady, if the man, like the man said, he must eat hot food at any point in time. That means if the man is a nocturnal human being, if he comes in by 3 a.m., you will go and start making his food by that time, just because you want to keep your marriage. But in the very beginning, you have already told him, Baba, that will not go work.
Okay.
So he knows that even after you have cooked the food and he comes back, he'll carry it and go microwave himself
By himself.
without disturbing you. In my own case, then it's just that my husband does not know how to wash plates. He cannot wash cup. If I travel for 7 days, he will drink tea with 7 cups. I'll come back to meet those 7 cups on the table. I'm serious. It's my marriage I'm talking to you about. You understand? So from beginning, I've allowed that. And I was like, are men supposed to wash? But you know, as the day goes, you now see that everybody is involved in everything. Sure you get. But if from the very beginning, he had taken his tea and left the cup and I come and say, guy, wash your cup. You know, he will know that I don't want that.
That would have been the norm in the house.
It would have been normal. Wash your cup since there were no children yet. But when there were no children, I was washing the cup. Children came, I'm washing the cup.
Yeah.
Children are grown, I'm washing cup. Children are adults now. Should I complain of washing cup now? In the very beginning of the relationship, it was actually me that I'm using as an example. I was washing, starching, and ironing his clothes. By the time I felt I'm too old to be washing, I didn't stop. I called the washerwoman who will come and wash, starch, and iron.
That's right.
So he doesn't know who does the washing.
He just
to avoid issue.
Just get done.
All he knows is that
it
the
got
clothes
done.
is done. Then before you know it, I graduated to packing them to the dry cleaners. And when I take them to the dry cleaners, I'll bring the bill and I give him. And you go and pick them up and pay. We have shared this responsibility.
Okay.
So in the very beginning, state the ones you can do and the ones you cannot do.
Okay.
Let him know your ability so that you don't overstretch yourself. Yes, women are multitasking. A woman can be washing clothes, a woman can be cooking, a woman can be checking on the baby. But mind you, it's strength that you're using. Don't break down.
It's blood, sir.
It's blood. Okay, Pastor K, do you want to buttress on that? How couples can divide emotional labor? I mean, between the both of them. That is one part of the question. Then the second part is, what are all this emotional labor that we are speaking about? You know, let's just outline a few of them that we can remember, you know, for spouses. I mean, couples out there to even pick which one is theirs.
Now, when we talk about this emotion, you said how we can divide
exactly
it, no
amongst
problem.
couples, yeah.
Okay, for example, she spoke about cooking and all those things. Now, if your husband is not the type that cooks, at least he should be the type that can gossip.
And be gisting with you while you're cooking.
No, I don't want to call it gist. I want to call it gossip.
I want to call it gossip because it's sweeter when
couples
gossip.
In the process, we'll be chopping all the fish you want to use in cooking.
There are cases like that.
That's right.
Now, I know of a couple that the guy is a very fine guy. Now, I was talking to the wife one day and she said something. She made a statement. She said, any lady that looks at a man anyhow. She will poke her nails into the eyes. And I was like,
Ah.
why? Why? She said, the guy you're looking at, I made him. Yeah. Now, she was trying to explain that there are times that she will leave the guy's leg, put it on her legs, and start cutting the
His
nails and
nails.
things like
That's
that.
so cute.
Yeah, she does that. She does pedicure and manicure for him herself.
That's right.
And at times she looks at him, oh, guy, okay, this is your beards. Let's go and get them cut and things like that. She does all those things. That's emotional. Do you understand? So yes, that's it. Yeah,
Mm.
that's it. That's it. So in caring for the children too, there are men that can help in caring for the children. While she's doing something else, you can play with the children. You can turn yourself to all these Sabinos and all these guys you see up and down. They are making money from making themselves stupid.
That's
So
right.
you can also make yourself stupid for
In
your
the
children
house,
to help.
yes.
You understand? So there are fathers that do that. There are times that you can take your children, just take a walk when your wife wants to sleep. That's emotional. Do you understand? So separate some of these things.
Okay.
Do you understand? Help your woman with that. And the woman too. Now, I'm talking about correct, sane couples, not the one that is pretending that I can't do this and you can actually do those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You understand? So
So there are some set of couples
that
too.
are insane.
Okay, let us go with the sane one. Maybe we
So I'm
can now
talking
come
about
back
the
to
same
ones.
ones. Yeah. So, but when you now see your husband doing these things, now to some women, any man that does some of these things, they take them as finished men. So when you see your own husband doing these things for you, don't see him as a weakling or as a weak man. Appreciate him.
Yes.
Do you understand? There are some women that can't cook, or they are not good or better cooks than their husbands.
Yeah.
When you see your
Sure.
husband walk into the kitchen, do these things for you, appreciate him. Don't make it his morning duty. Have you cooked?
Have you cooked?
Have
Baby,
you
have
done
you
this?
cooked for
What are you
me?
doing at home? Do you understand? So when you see him do some of these things, appreciate him. There are men that they can't cook, they can't do some of these things. When the generator has problem, they know how to carry their tools
Exactly.
to go to the back
Mhm.
to fix it. You understand? So the women know that if anything happens to the generator at even 10 p.m., my husband got my back. He will take care of it. Do you understand?
That's right.
So if something happens to your car, maybe on Lagos Ibadan Expressway, before any mechanic gets there, your husband can do it. Appreciate him. That's emotional.
Okay.
Do you understand?
That's right.
So when you see people do some of these things that
Making efforts?
making efforts, appreciate them. You get it?
Yeah.
Now your wife wants to go out. She's getting dressed. She's going to an Owambe. And the man is going outside to just wash the car. It's not that he doesn't have 500 or 1,000 to give to the car wash. He wants to do it himself. Appreciate him.
Okay.
Let him know that, oh, I value it. I appreciate you. But not, is this what your mates are doing? Let's take it to the car wash. No, at times, these women want you to do some of these things for them. At times, your husband wants you to do some of these things for him. It's not every time that house help go and serve a guy and all those things. No, at times do it. And the man to when
Not
they do
even
it,
at times,
appreciate
almost
it.
time, all the time.
I know some women will not
Another
take that one.
person
They'll tell
shouldn't
you,
serve the
"You go and do
husband
this and
food."
all this." You understand?
That's
So
right.
when you do it, appreciate. Another emotional labor is in the other room. When you're
Okay.
in the other room.
Okay.
When he performs well.
You say
We
thank
should
you.
give him like an award.
Yes, and when she performs well too, appreciate her.
Okay.
Do you understand? So some of these little things are the things that we are talking about.
Exactly, the little things
Yeah.
that we don't. Now, let me ask you this. Okay, let me throw it to Madam Zobia. When it comes to emotional labor and probably in the marriage, it almost feels like the wife is nonchalant and the husband is nonchalant, and they've made we can't all get it right at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, these days when we hear of red flags, it was on the same set. I keep saying it over and over again. It was almost like they just invented that word, you know, like
People already in it.
this decade, this particular time, because back then we used to hear love is blind. So now assume like a particular spouse, this couple, they've made that mistake. Let me say that they've gotten married. They didn't look at the red flags, you know, they just got married. The husband is not emotionally, it doesn't seem like emotionally invested. And even the wife too. How do couples like this, how do they cope? How do they navigate it? Are they just stuck in that marriage? Because you made mention of being stuck in a marriage.
Yeah.
Is that a way to go in a marriage for the children, Madam Zobia?
He also made mention of sane couple and insane couple.
I was going to go there.
Those ones are insane.
Mm.
They are insane because most definitely peace is away from that home. There will not be cooperation. There will not be good communication. There will not be understanding. There will not be love. Hello.
And what happens in there?
Is it that they part ways or
Okay.
they go to Pastor K for counseling?
All right, Pastor K, when we speak about insane couples, because whether we like it or not, and you are very right about that, we actually have sane and insane ones.
Yeah.
Now, what are those signs what are those things that we can tell who is watching us right now? Like this marriage, you guys are definitely insane couples. What are the things they should notice to know
Those
like
ask
they are
for what
definitely
you
not
bring to the
sane?
table.
No, you have to bring something to this table actually. No. When you're in a marriage where your partner sees whatever is doing for you as
A privilege.
a burden.
Okay, yeah.
Number one.
Eh.
The number two, you have partners that it's not that they can't do those things,
Okay.
but they can't do those things for you.
Wow.
They do them outside.
That's just sad. Okay.
There are partners that they are good outside, but they're not good inside.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, right.
Now we have men that they don't spend inside. The woman takes on the responsibility at home. They spend outside.
That's insane couples we are speaking about.
That's an insane man. And you have women that when it comes to responsibilities or duties at home, they don't do some of those things. They do outside for other men.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So you have now there are couples also, there are women especially. They don't support their men inside with money or what have you. But they can do all these things for their own family.
People.
No, their family self. The other family they came from. You understand? Their siblings.
Okay.
They don't do here. They are the ones sending their younger ones
to school.
They are the ones catering for their parents. But in this home, they don't do. The man carries everything. That's an insane woman. That's a problem. And the family she's coming from too is an insane family. So when you have people like that, they're abused already. They are people with trauma already. So how do you get out of things like that? I don't know. I'm not a marriage counselor. They should go. I'm a pastor. They are married. There are people that are married counselors.
Yes.
And that's their field. So they should go to such people, because someone like me, I don't know what to do to help you.
Wow. Okay. We've been speaking about emotional labor in marriages, and it's been a very beautiful time right here in the studio. And just like the analysts have stated, these are emotional labors are things that we cannot see. In fact, a lot of times, money cannot even buy them if you have to quantify. And we have another video I want to bring up. But before we go, I want to throw this to Pastor K once again. Okay. So now, a man that is not emotionally laboring in the way we speak about emotional labor, and probably is the type that is financially laboring for the family, can that suffice for emotional labor?
A man that is dropping money,
It's right,
but emotionally is not there, I believe the wife can help. No, that was why. Yeah. No, there are people that, like she said, there was one of the episodes we had here. She was talking about that you are from a royal family, and the men in that family were not trained to go into the kitchen and all those things. What they trained them to do is go out there, bring money home. That's all. In fact, I think some Igbo men are like that. Just provide. So everything emotional at home, take care of it as the woman. So when you have a man like that, that is sincere, is genuine, the woman can help.
Okay.
Come into that position and fill it up. Do you understand? Marriage is about compromise. It's about sacrifice. Now, my husband is good in this aspect, and he has a problem. There are flaws in this other aspect. You should be able to cover him up. My wife is good with this, but she has flaws with this. I should be able to cover up. That's what marriage is all about. So when the man is there are women that they don't mind. Just bring the money home, I'll take care of the other.
Yes,
aspects.
right.
Yeah. So when the man is doing it genuinely,
The woman should step up
the woman
again.
should step up.
She should step
I
up
think she
again.
should.
Now, Madam Zobia, what are the warning signs that your partner is emotionally overwhelmed?
Okay. This emotional labor. You see, this thing called marriage, I keep saying it. I'll say it time and time again. It's an institution where you get your certificate even before you start the journey. So whatever you see in it, you have to test it.
Okay.
You have to test it. But when it is too to the extreme, you have to voice out.
Okay.
If you don't voice out, you'll be blamed at the end of the day.
So how do your partner knows you're emotionally overwhelmed? How do you notice your husband is emotionally overwhelmed? How do you notice your wife is emotionally overwhelmed?
That is why I said couples are supposed to be partners. They're supposed
You
to
shouldn't notice it. You should speak about
They're
it.
supposed to notice each other. They're supposed to know. My husband is supposed to know when I'm down or when I'm up. Supposed to know when I'm happy or when I'm sad. Supposed to know when I'm overstretched and when I'm relaxed.
Okay.
And at the time he notices, he's supposed to talk about it, but not seeing that I'm overstretched and you're still doubling my problem, or you see me down and you want to add to my duties, or you see me happy, you don't even want to know why I am happy. That means there's a problem.
Okay.
The communication gap is too wide then.
Okay.
You understand? As couples, we should be able to read each other's faces without even talking.
Okay. Madam Zobia says you should be able to read each other's faces. Pastor K, I'm going to throw the same question at you. What are the warning signs that your partner is emotionally overwhelmed? How do you notice this as a husband?
I'm talking as a man now.
Yes, right.
Most times we don't know how to read faces.
Okay.
As men.
I knew you were going to say that.
We don't know how to read faces.
Okay.
So we prefer you talk to us.
Okay. So we are saying it point blank now. Women should speak up.
Yes, speak up.
When you're emotionally overwhelmed.
Yes, please. Because it's not out of maybe wickedness or so. Most men don't know how to read faces.
Okay.
Just tell them what is going on.
All right.
Not snapping and no, just tell them, babe, can you help me with it?
Then you can ascertain it. If he says no, then you know, like, okay, I spoke my bit.
But Pastor K, I want to put it to you. A woman that didn't snap at you yesterday and now snaps at you today, possibly the man you ask her questions, are you fine?
There are some women you ask, when you ask them, they say,
she said, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
And the man does not have chill.
That's what I'm talking about, communication.
Alrighty.
There's a communication gap.
Okay. All right. We're going to, our time is fast spent already. We're going to be taking this short break. And when we come back, I'm going to be asking my discussants my last question for tonight. Don't go nowhere after this video. We're going to be right back.
What happens when you enter into marriage as a parentified child? You become the emotional manager of the relationship. Your partner is stressed. You instantly adjust your mood, your tone, the behavior to keep the peace. You check in, you soothe, you problem solve, even when no one has actually asked you to do that. So their bad mood or low mood, it's an instant trigger for you that things are not okay and they need to be fixed. Very similar dynamic to what you used to do as a child. You don't know how to let someone just have their own feelings and sit with them. You may find that you do this with your spouse, you do this with your kids, you do this with your friends. It leaves you feeling very, very uncomfortable seeing other people struggle with their own feelings. So your instant urge is to fix. You take responsibility for your partner's reactions. Your partner might get upset. You immediately wonder, what did I do wrong? You apologize first. You regulate the moment or make the emotional repair solo. You know, kind of like you're ready to put the whole relationship on your shoulders and you're doing everything in your power to ensure that things are good. It's the same role you played as a child. If I manage the emotions, if I tiptoe and assess their mood, then everything will be okay. You keep mental lists no one knows you're carrying. Birthdays, schedules, appointment, groceries, bills, childcare tasks. You track everything without being asked. And sadly or interestingly, your partner relies on your invisible labor because
invisible weights that exhaust them that no one even notices, both the husband, wives, and even children a lot of times. It has been a beautiful time speaking about emotional labor in marriages, and I really do pray to God sincerely that couples take a hold of this before it becomes a problem in their marriages. And this is going to bring me to my last question for tonight. And I choose to start with Pastor K. Now, should emotional labor be discussed before marriage or learned along the way?
It should be discussed before,
Mm.
during the marriage,
Before the marriage?
Before the marriage and even in the
Even
marriage.
in the marriage,
Yeah.
it should keep going.
Keep going. I think for me, with all this that we've had, I think marriage, you should keep assessing yourself, even if it's just quarterly or even monthly. Every time, keep reassessing yourself. How we do it? How we faring? Oh, you did this last week. I don't like it. You did this. Just like that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So it should be discussed before marriage, even while in the marriage. The communication never stops. Madam Zobia, I'm asking you the same question right now. Should emotional labor be discussed before marriage or learned along the way?
Before marriage, definitely. Let us say things you can bear and things you can bear. In the marriage, pick up when it is too heavy. Communication, I repeat it, communication is the key to a successful relationship.
And that rounds it up for tonight. Communication is the key to every relationship. Thank you so much, Madam Zobia, for being a part of Inside Marriage tonight. Thank you so much, Pastor K. And of course, it has been a beautiful night. I want to say a very big thank you to the entire transmission team. Okiki, I see you there. Thank you so much. And of course, the guys at the other end there, thank you so much. A very big thank you to my producer. Yes, and whether you like it or not, marriage is a beautiful institution and it is an option in as much as it is not life-threatening. And in marriages, and right here on the show, we are here to learn, unlearn, and relearn all at the same time. My name is Ajibike Anjorin, and I pray to God I see you same time next week. But before that, keep putting in the hard work in that marriage. It actually pays at the end of the day. Beautiful evening. Bye-bye.
You are the love of my life, the apple of my eye. I'm so glad at the day I said yes I do. You've given me so much love, although it's just a journey. I'm a ride or die with you.